Hello, everybody. Doing well, thank you. How's everybody's Tuesday?
We now have the senior defensive end, Carl Nassib, at the podium. Raise your hand, we'll get a mic to you.
Hey, Carl, good afternoon. Thanks
Hi,
for being
Rita.
with us today. I just wanted to ask you a little bit about this season as a whole and 11 and a half sacks in 7 games. Has it been a whirlwind? Do you just take it week to week?
Personally, I don't think about stats very much, The only stats that matter to me are wins and losses at the end of the week. And, any success that I have is, chalked up to my teammates and my coaches. And it's been a privilege playing with this team. And, 2015 team will never be together again after this year. So we're going to make the most of it.
Hey, Carl.
Okay.
How are you?
Good. How you doing?
Well, thank you.
You've said a couple times, and Coach Franklin has said a couple times that you're not always used to or totally like the spotlight, but whether you like it or not, it's on you now. Has it gotten any easier? Have you gotten any more used to it as the season's gone on and you've been more productive?
Not really. It's not that it's not that I don't like it. I would just rather pass the torch on to other people, that I think are better than I. But I think it's getting a little bit easier, maybe.
Carl, James said that you shared some things with your teammates on Friday night and the team in general that he really enjoyed listening to. Is there any of that you can tell us about?
No, those shares are personal to our team, and we keep them, close-knit.
Carl, the way things have gone for you this year, do you ever surprise yourself with how it's gone? Because of course, you have to be confident in yourself, but these numbers you're putting up, is it ever on your radar?
I never had any sort of numbers on my radar whatsoever, so I could have, that doesn't matter. Those things never really crossed my mind, and when people tell me about it, it's the first time I'm hearing about it, and I don't delve into that kind of stuff. I kind of keep focused on what's important,
And your teammates have kind of given you that Crazy Carl nickname? Is that?
Yeah, first time I got called that was in 9th grade, and yeah, I don't know how it's resurfaced, but.
Why do they call you that? Any particular reason? Or?
I think I'm a pretty laid-back person, but on game day I get pretty passionate and into it, or the euphemisms I will choose today.
Hey Carl, how's it going?
Hey, great. How are you?
Very good. So you came here as a walk-on, and
Mhm.
now you're outperforming guys that were 4 stars, 5 stars. I guess, is there anything? Do you like to serve as that kind of model, as showing what hard work can do to other walk-ons, not just here, to other walk-ons in the country, at other programs?
Yeah, I would love, to be a role model for walk-ons and for, 4-star, whatever that stuff means, That'd be awesome to be a role model for hard work, and especially for walk-ons, because it is difficult and it is, it's hard to see where all this hard work is going when you don't see results for 4 or 5 years, So that would be awesome.
Carl, sorry. Over the past few games, is there any particular sack, tackle for loss, play that sticks out more than others might in your head? Maybe that first one that kind of broke the floodgates open, or against Army maybe?
I have one that's definitely the most memorable, and that was against San Diego State, and where AJ picked up a fumble, and just watching him sprint, 70 yards was awesome. It was kind of comical, but it was awesome. That was definitely my most that was my favorite one.
What'd you say to him after?
We were both exhausted, It was just, like I was exhausted, I don't think I blocked one person, because I was so tired. But he couldn't even breathe, But it was a great moment in there for our team.
Carl, if you had to pick one factor that's attributed to all your success on the field this season, what would you say that factor is for you this season?
Definitely my team, I'm so proud of my teammates and the way that they play and the heart that they have every day, and especially on game day.
Carl, do you still have plans to go to medical school, and
how has that decision maybe been affected by the on-field success you've had this year?
I do plan on doing that at some point in my life, and this hasn't really, deterred me from that in any way. But I love football, and I'm gonna play it for as long as I can.
7 weeks or so, we've been asking others to describe you, and it seems fair that we ask you to describe yourself to us, if you could.
I got asked this like a week ago, and it's difficult describing yourself, I think. I think I'm funny. I think I'm a pretty funny guy. I don't know how to describe myself. How would you describe me?
You are funny.
Yeah, I'm hilarious. So there you go.
Hey Carl, I'm also a pretty funny guy.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, right? You've talked a couple times about hard work and your advice to walk-ons or whoever is hard work. Is it just that easy for you? Because I mean, a lot of people put in the hard work or don't have that sort of mental focus. Where does that come from for you?
I was just talking to my mom about this. It's people work hard for a while and expect results to come out like that, and it's difficult to work hard every day for long periods of time and not really see the fruits of your labor proliferate until later in life. But those are the really lucky people that don't really that really strive to be the best that they can be, and one day that they look at themselves when they are. And I want to be one of those people that just can look at them, like look at myself in the mirror and be like, all right, I did everything I can to be the best that I can. And that's just kind of mentality I've had for a while.
Carl, James Franklin said that you're a little quirky.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think are some of those quirks that you have?
I laugh at my own jokes way too much. I think that's a quirk. But again, I think I'm hilarious. So, I'm kind of a nerd. If you ask any of my friends, I'm a big nerd. So I guess I'm quirky is nerdy, I guess.
Watching you play, your intensity really comes out on the field. I kind of imagine you watching Monday Night Football last night when Eli throws the second interception, screaming at the TV for the Giants to put your brother in. Is that accurate? And maybe what have you picked
I didn't
up?
watch a game.
Oh, you didn't watch it?
No. I didn't watch the game.
You pick anything up from your brother along
I was
the
in
way?
I was in chemistry class.
It's a late class.
Yeah, it was until 9:30.
Did you pick anything up from your brother along the way? How has he been maybe an example for you or somebody who's helped you out?
He helps me out so much, He's such a level-headed guy, such a smart guy, and he just helped me out with the way to work hard and the way to just ignore the noise, whether it's good or bad. And he's done such a great job of that, and I'm very proud of him. And couldn't be happier for where he is, and what lies ahead for him.
Carl, just following up what Travis said, who is the best football player in the Nassib family right now?
That would definitely, without a question, be my 7-year-old nephew. He's a stud. Jackson. He's a stud.
What have you seen from Jackson?
Just
he has more than 12 sacks?
pure athleticism, pure just love for the game. It's undeniable. My nephew.
Position.
Everything. It doesn't matter. He went to the other team because he's in flag football. He went to the other team the other day because they didn't have enough guys, and he just destroyed his own team. Like, kid loves the game, destroying your own team.
Just kind of an overview. You never started a game in high school or college until this year, right?
That is a true fact.
When you take a look at that, I mean, obviously you're getting all these questions from us now. We're all kind of amazed that somebody would go, to just explode like this season.
Mm-hmm.
As you look back on it, can you view it as this is pretty remarkable that you've kind of gone from never starting a game to a midseason All-American?
Mm-hmm.
Congratulations, by the way.
Thank you. I just really, just have had so much help from my coaches. Coach Spencer's helped me out an unbelievable amount of times. Coach Shute and Coach Franklin, I've always believed in me, and I'm so thankful for them. I'm so thankful for my teammates, for working so hard, and I'm having a great time.
We now have sophomore wide receiver Chris Godwin in the room. Raise your hand, we'll get a mic to you.
Well, what kind of practice does it take to master riding one of those things? I mean, do you have to, seriously?
Yeah, honestly, it only took me about like 20, 30 minutes to actually like get it like really down pat, and from there it just takes a little bit more practice. Just you like getting comfortable with it. It doesn't take long at all.
Chris, just take me through that 4th and 2. I know Coach talked about after the game that you were on the outside on that play, correct?
Yeah, I was.
You were the first read or the second read. Obviously, there's a lot of factors, but just take me through it in your eyes.
Yeah, so I was the second read on the play, and so from what the defense was showing us, I mean it was a little cloudy just because we're in such a tight formation, and so. And with the rush that they were getting on Christian, I can see how like it was a little like clouded from his vision, and so with the progression of the play, there's like 4 or 5 reads, and so there was a lot of like outstanding circumstances that we couldn't really control.
You've made a couple circus catches this season. What do you do do you practice that at all? Maybe how can you practice that?
Honestly, it just comes down to focus. You know, just things that we work on, that the receivers work on every day with Coach Gaddis. You know, we do a ball drills before and after practice, and so just things like that just allow you to be able to make the 50-50 catches when they present themselves.
And if you could take us back to the play in the second half when you dragged Apple for 20 couple yards.
Mm-hmm.
He's a pretty solid cornerback, so what kind of numbers are you putting up in the weight room to be able to do that? I mean, you've done that a lot this season.
Yeah, honestly, I just think it was excuse me. I just think it was a matter of just me just making a play. You know, Christian gave me a great ball, and at that point in time, it was just up to me to make the 50-50 catch, which I was able to do. And then from there, I was just trying to do whatever I could to get into the end zone. And he was holding on pretty good. He like you said, he's a pretty solid player. And so from that point on, like it was up to me to make the play.
Anything else for Chris? Oh.
Chris, what about the offense in general? Are you guys a little frustrated that you're not able to put some more consistent points on the board, or how do you evaluate, kind of the body of work this year?
It's not really frustration at all. You know, we understand the type of offense that we can be. It's just up to us to go out and execute. We have to continue to work hard and practice each and every week and follow the game plan that our coaching staff puts together and just go from there and execute it when it comes game day. You know, like the only people that we can blame for it is ourselves. You know, like I said, we have to go out and execute and put in the hard work to make it happen.
Hey Chris, what wide receiver, either in the NFL or around college football, do you look up to or would you like to be similar to?
I try to be the best receiver that I can be. You know, I try to not like emulate any one receiver in particular. I like to try to take like different things from different players all around the country and from like the higher levels. So I'm a fan of Des Bryant. I'm a fan of Julio Jones and things like that. The more physical receivers that they make the 50-50 catches and they constantly make plays for their team.
Chris, what's it like playing in an offense with a guy like Saquon?
It's pretty awesome, you know. Like the offense, like preferably you would like to have a really good running game and a really good passing game to complement each other, and that's what we're building here. You know, with Saquon and Akil and all our other running backs doing what they do in the running game, it opens up things for us in the passing game and vice versa.
What's it like when you're on, the sideline occasionally and you get a chance to kind of watch him run? What's that experience like, or in practices?
Yeah, like watching him in practice is pretty special. You know, as you guys know, he's a special kid, and he's only going to get better. You know, as he gets more experience, as he keeps working and keeps his head down, he's going to keep getting better and better. And so just watching what he can do right now, just as a true freshman, is pretty special.